Morning, everybody. BushCat Daryl here. Got my man Bob here with me. I'm pushing the airplane out. We're gonna go flying. Maybe we can get up there and get a little closer to Liz. In any case, not a breath of wind, and we're gonna go out and take a ride. Right along. And it's kind of warmed up a little bit. I sat there at the end of the runway quite a while, letting the oil warm up, but we're good to go. Rolling down the runway. Don't take much runway, jump the BushCat off, but Bob and I heading off into the wild blue yonder here. We headed off the end of the runway and then did a 180. Give them a look at that solar farm that we got going up there across the trees from the runway. But from there we headed up to Verdon and over the Amish farm here. And I've landed up here a few times up the Sheffersteins on the hill up here. The Amish were mowing here. You can see where they were mowing the third cutting there. And we just greased her on here out in back of the barn and rolled her up down into the gully and up the other side. And nice little field to land in here. Just room enough. Get you stopped and turned around without any brakes. Taxi up the hill and down the other side and take off again. You can see how it goes downhill and then back uphill. I like to chase my shadow like this. This is kind of neat. You can see the ground comes up to us, and then as we get to the knob here, it drops right away. Going that's Vernon Downs out in front of us. Went from Vernon Downs out across the buckbrush and ended up over North Bay, and got a friend that lives there. Overflew the house, and then down into North Bay. There wasn't a boat to be seen, and of course you can see the water's just shimmering. There was a little light wind, but nothing to really make any waves. And across the face of the lake there, and over to North Bay, from North Bay to South Bay, and this is Lewis Point. And it comes up ahead under the propellers, Messengers Bay, and I come over here to overfly John Miller's field there. He came over and landed at my place there a few days ago, and so we went over to see if they had any activity over there. So along the shoreline, and getting a good look at the little channel there in Messengers Bay, and a left-hand turn. You can see the runway coming into sight there. I kind of stayed off to the right a little bit because you got them tall pine trees right there off the end of the runway there. We dropped her down in, took a look, didn't see anything going on. Pond like a mirror, and just overflew the runway here. They got a couple of bald eagles. Got a young one that I've seen them in these trees over here before. Them trees are tall too. But nice ride around the central New York area this morning. And of course, approaching over the trees here, you can see the leaves have got stripped right off. It frosted hard the last couple of nights, and then we had that rain, and you can look right to the forest floor here. So good for the deer hunters to get the leaves off the trees. But in any case, down over the trees there, and little forward slip, and just let her down in there. Bob just relaxing. He's got so he's pretty comfortable with my piloting abilities there. But we flew it down the runway. Just greased her on there. Another ride around the block. I hope you enjoyed the ride in the BushCat this morning. I do derive some enjoyment from doing that. So I'm glad you were able to ride along.